It wasn't 500 years ago. It wasn't some ancient empire. This happened in the 20th century. Africans were put in cages and displayed like animals. In zoos. In Europe. And people bought tickets to watch. Let's talk about how Africa was turned into a human zoo. From the late 1800s to the early 1900s, human zoos were a real thing. In places like Paris, Berlin, London, and even New York City, African men, women, and children were shipped across the world to be put on display. These weren't exhibitions of culture. They were racial propaganda, designed to show Africans as primitive, uncivilized, and subhuman. Crowds lined up. Cameras flashed. Newspapers praised it. It was considered educational entertainment. One of the most tragic cases. Oda Benga. A young man from Congo who was taken to the Bronx Zoo in 1906, and put in a cage with monkeys. He was labeled the missing link. Thousands came to laugh, point, and photograph him. Eventually, he took his own life. But this wasn't just in one city or country. Over 35 million people visited human zoos in Europe between 1870 and 1940. In Belgium, Africans were made to dance, pretend to worship idols, and live in mock villages under 24/7 surveillance. It was colonial cruelty disguised as science. Children grew up thinking Africans were animals. Schoolbooks showed them as curiosities. It created generations of racist thinking, built on humiliation, dehumanization, and lies. And the world never apologized. The same governments that funded these zoos erased them from the history books. But make no mistake, this happened. And some of the cages still exist. The past isn't always ancient. Sometimes it's hidden, just out of sight. And if we don't talk about it, they'll keep pretending it never happened. Subscribe for more stories they tried to bury.